shot her.
And shoot her in the head 4 times. She's not coming back. She was on the phone with 911 when it happened.
This is Stephen Wheeler, the man who shot his estranged wife and mother of 3, Jordan Wheeler.
You know your son saw you do it. Are we really going to do that to him? Are we going to really have him come in and testify to say, I saw Dad go back to the bedroom and get the gun, come out and shoot Mom? Do you remember what you were thinking when you were going back there? I mean, was it just you were just pissed or what?
I honestly don't remember.
On the night of October 19th, 2023, Jordan Wheeler received a call from one of her children concerned about their father's behavior. She rushed to the couple's former marital home to pick up her 2 sons. When she arrived, Wheeler met her at the door in an apparent rage, screaming expletives. He grabbed her in the kitchen, and she called 911. During that call, while she was still on the phone with the dispatcher, Wheeler retrieved a handgun from his bedroom closet and shot her 5 times.
What is going on?
Two of the couple's children had fled the house only seconds before the shooting. The older boy later testified in court, describing what he witnessed.
So basically what these say is that you understand you're under arrest and you don't have to talk to us. Okay? And what these say is that you can stop at any time. Okay? So if you don't want to...
You're not going to get mad if I say, dude, I want to go back to my room.
Literally, this is what I do to try and get your side of the story, okay? You got marks on your face, man. Okay? So obviously something happened tonight.
Yes.
Something led up to what happened. We're literally here to sit here and hear you out on what happened.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now that you understand these rights, are you willing to sit here and talk to us?
Yes.
The sign right there, that X. All right, so let's just start with something broad, okay? Where do you live? All right. Are you married right now?
I was going through the process of a divorce.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. How long have you been married?
9.5 years.
9.5 years. Okay. And tonight an incident occurred that led you to be here.
Yes.
Well, what exactly occurred?
In my eyes, I will kind of go into the backstory of it.
Okay.
Jordan Wheeler. Jordan, throughout the process of the divorce, she lost all rights to the house that we have at set address because she was kind of using it to stop in and check on me.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of yesterday, she broke a court order that she signed. And got pretty aggressive with me.
Some substance of witness statements.
Thanks.
And yes, I've never been a violent person. I don't really know what else I should speak on regarding what happened.
Well, how about this? You're saying that she violated some court order. What do you mean by that?
So, I had the, what's it called? Like the right, I don't remember exactly what the hell it's called, but basically the right to have privacy in the marital home.
Okay.
And obviously, if 2 lawyers freaking agree to let the husband have the rights to privacy in his own house. It's because someone was definitely kind of crapping on, him, or crapping on her, whatever.
So are you saying she wasn't allowed to come to your house?
Yes,
That's what
without
you're
my express written consent.
Okay. And did she break that?
Yes.
Okay. And when was that?
Which time did she break that?
Yes.
Yesterday night, and I have video footage of her breaking it and walking into without texting me, calling me, anything. It's like,
You have security cameras in the house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have security cameras in the house or just on the exterior?
Just on the exterior.
Okay. What kind of cameras do you have?
Nest doorbell cameras. Nest doorbell camera and Nest rear camera.
Okay. So you have one on the doorbell and on the back of the house?
One on the doorbell.
Yep.
And then one facing the side of the property, towards my neighbor's house across the street.
And then how do you access that? Do you have like a DVR or is it all on your phone?
With my phone.
So it's all on the web?
Yes.
Like an app on your phone?
Yes.
Okay. So you're saying that you have on times observed her come to your house when you weren't there?
Yes.
By those cameras?
Which, yes. After said court agreement.
How long ago was that?
The court agreement?
No, how long ago did she come to your house without your permission?
She did it within the past week.
Okay. And how long does your video save then? Would it be on your video?
I know I have it saved on my phone.
Okay.
Allegedly my saves for it saves like a month in the past.
Okay. And you access that through your phone?
Yes.
All right. Where's your phone at now?
You told me.
Well, you had it earlier tonight, right?
No.
You did not.
Oh, I had it at my house.
Right.
I have no clue what.
Where did you leave it?
Was it?
Yep.
It was at my house.
Okay. What kind of a phone do you have?
An iPhone.
iPhone.
Yes.
What kind of a case do you have on your iPhone?
Black.
Black.
Yeah.
So you have her coming to your house without your permission in the past, and I just heard you say that she came to your house at 9:00 last night without your permission.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
So she showed up without you knowing that she was going to show up?
Yes.
What was she doing there? Why did she come over?
So I honestly don't really know her intent with her arriving at the house. I had my children with me. Well, 2 out of 3 of my children, my boys, and my boys were in their bedroom going to sleep, and I was in my kitchen, and you have my front door right here, kitchen's right here, kids' room's back here, and kind of went south from there.
What do you mean south? Like argument?
Yeah.
Did it get physical?
Her towards me, yes.
Tell me what happened.
She approached me, called me a selfish piece. Said I wasn't thinking about the kids because whenever she signed the rights away to the house, she, I guess, wasn't thinking very well because she's been living at her sister's house. And she was, yourself spew, this, that, the other. That's the first time I've ever heard the word. But, she approached me. I asked her to go away. A whole lot. And put my left arm out, reinforced her wanting to go away, or me wanting her to go away. And she wouldn't.
What was she upset about?
The fact that she signed away her own rights to the house, and the fact that it made me selfish, she wanted me to, after she signed away her rights to the house, she realized that she wanted me to move out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, no, I'm not that. Like, I've been paying this mortgage since 2016. Why am I going to move away? I don't have any place to go. I don't have family here. Like, okay, if she wanted to move back in, she could have. And I told her that I'd live in the basement, this, that, and the other, but it was, well, you move out or you're a horrible dad, which I'm not a horrible dad. And I feel like I'm dad now, but
When did she move out of the house? When did she start staying with her sister?
August 7th.
That date came out real quick. Is there a reason why you remember that date so easily?
I was at a school for the military,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the date that I came home.
Okay.
She hadn't filed for divorce at that point in time, but I was talking to the catcher. I said, I can smell blood in the water. I need to go.
Mhm.
Got home August 7th, August 10th. I got a text message. Hey, I filed for divorce. So, yeah,
So what have you guys been doing in the meantime then?
it's normal, I guess.
Has it gotten ugly?
There was one time it got ugly. Like, not ugly in person, but, kind of getting at each other. I've never been the type of person to yell, scream, let my hands on her, whatever. Yeah,
Well, last night it got out of control though, right?
I reckon you could say that.
Yeah. If I understand you right, it sounds like she showed up uninvited and she instigated some problems there. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
You had to put your hand on her to get you away from her? Is that what you're saying?
She put her hands on me first.
How did she do that?
Just kind of slappy.
Where were you at?
I was in my kitchen, in front of the sink.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you go by? What do you want me to call you? Steven, or do you go by
I go by Bryce.
Bryce? Bryce ain't gonna be easy, man.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
I mean, I see you're getting upset about it, right? And I know you feel bad about it. Ain't easy.
Understatement, dude. I'm not Robert or Roger or whatever Kuklinski. The Ice Man. I'm not a murderer.
Understood.
Like whenever you put me in my cell, I sat there and tried to sleep, and then I had a flashback. I was like, dude, what? Like, I'm a freaking CPL holder.
Yep.
And I never in my life wanted to have to resort to that. And yeah, like I want to be honest with you. I want to be freaking just, I want to put all the facts out there so
Understood.
that you can do what you have to do because you have a job.
That's right.
You have a job. And I want the judge to be able to do their job. It's hard.
It's not gonna be easy, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
And like,
Kids are at her mom's house.
okay.
So they're safe. Kids are good. Kids aren't hurt.
I'm assuming that her mom knows what happened.
She does. Everybody knows what happened, but nobody knows why. Nobody knows exactly what happened in there.
Yeah.
You obviously know things out of control, and I'm sure that you could take it back 100 times out of 100 times if you could. I'm sure you would walk out that back door and gone and cooled off somewhere if you could, 100 times out of 100 times.
Yeah. And whenever you corner a person and that person Doesn't feel safe. And also,
can you explain how you didn't feel safe?
I was being berated. I was being hit. Like, what am I going to do? Freaking choke slam a person? Like,
Whatever happened, Bryce,
yes.
got bad enough that
Yes.
you did what you did,
Yes.
right?
Shit got bad enough that I had to defend myself.
And what did you do to defend yourself? You got to say it, man. It's going to suck to say it. You might cry, okay? When I say her name, Jordan, it upsets you. And I'm sure you'd really want to do it, but at the time you did it.
So, I walked away from my kitchen sink. Jordan and I kept on having a heated exchange near the front door. And near the front door, well, Jordan kept. I shot her.
Psychologically, this is the moment his internal dam breaks. Up until now, he has framed himself as the victim of a borderline stalking wife. But this short, flat sentence, spoken without emotion, is textbook dissociative detachment. He is not reliving the act. He is reporting it as a bystander. This is the first crack in his defensive narrative, and it signals that he is ready to surrender the fantasy of innocence, even if he cannot yet surrender the shame.
What led you to the point to go that far? You say she was berating you by the front door?
Yes.
I mean, did you have the gun on you at that point?
I had the gun on me. Before everything happened, it was on my kitchen table.
Mm-hmm.
I never threatened her with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Where do you normally keep your gun?
um, depends on the day, time of day. Kitchen table, next to the front door, nightstand.
Even with the kids in the house?
With kids in the house, typically I keep it unloaded. Uh, the pistol itself on top of the dresser,
Mm-hmm.
with a magazine inside the underwear drawer.
Okay. But tonight, you had it on the kitchen table?
Yeah.
What got you to the point that you actually got the gun up, put it on the kitchen table?
No, I was anticipating to just cleaning the frame of it.
Okay.
It was 9 o'clock at night. The kids were supposed to be asleep.
Okay. Is that where you normally clean it, is the table?
Yeah.
Your gun? So you had it laid out on the kitchen table, getting ready to clean it. Jordan shows up.
Yeah.
You guys get into an argument.
She gets in an argument with me. But,
Okay.
There's one thing that, I told her a couple, probably 2 or 3 days ago. There's one thing that divorce taught me, and that's not to act out of emotion. Which I don't think sat with her too well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times did you shoot her?
Not sure. More than once.
What were your intentions when you were shooting her? What were you trying to do?
What kind of question is that?
It's a question we got to ask.
And if you're shooting someone, you're intending to kill them.
Yep.
And it's something that Boy Scouts teach you.
You're right. Were you a Boy Scout?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I ask you a question about your two boys? Did you hear any crying or screaming from the boys?
No.
Nothing, nothing like that. Okay. And as you stated after you shot her, what do you think maybe a couple times? Did you check on the boys after that? Do you know where they were?
After it happened, I remember going outside. Crying to my neighbors, saying, "Hey, make sure my kids are okay." To the whites, they live across the street. Like if you take a step outside of my door, they're that neighbor across the street. Make sure my boys are okay. Make sure my kids are okay. And just lay down with my hands behind my head.
So I want to clear some stuff up. So you had your gun out. What kind of gun is it?
It's a Kimber 1911.
Is that your only gun you
45.
have?
Yes.
Okay. I know you have one gun registered. You handgun, right? Do you have any long guns, rifles, or anything like that? No.
No.
Okay. So your Kimber. How long have you had that gun for?
Say since like 2016.
Okay. Are you so military, right?
Yes.
So are you proficient with a gun? Like we have to as police.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of, yeah, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, if I'm talking to my buddies.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll tell you. My eyesight's not the greatest.
Right.
And
so when do you shoot it? Do you go to the range or do you just use it?
I go to the range maybe once a year.
Okay. So what do you have the gun for?
Self-protection. Okay. I'm a PI.
Okay. So do you carry it when you work?
Yes.
All right. On last night at 9:00, you're saying you had the gun out on your kitchen table, ready to be cleaned, right? Where's your kitchen table? So I know where your front door is, right? So like kind of walking through.
Do you want to get a pen?
Yeah. Maybe walking through your house layout because I have never been in your house. Here, one second. So here's
the pencil might be better, but whatever.
I don't got one. You're gonna have to deal with pen.
Yeah. And so here's my front door.
Okay.
Here's my kitchen table.
Okay.
Stairs going down to the basement.
Yep.
Counters. So I'm standing right here. She enters the door.
Mm-hmm.
Guns are ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
So remember when you said that you had to put your hand on her?
Mm-hmm.
Show me where that happened on the map there.
I would say about right here.
Okay, so
it was hand on her. Retreat. To the rest.
Well, going by your diagram here, right? Did she come in the front door?
Yes.
Okay, so she came in the front door, and you're saying you were standing over here.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
That's where the kitchen sink is.
Okay, so you're at the kitchen sink here.
Mm-hmm.
Did she come into the house?
Yes.
Okay, and where did she go when she came into the house?
Right to about here.
What is that, like 5 or 6 steps into the house, or?
If not more. I mean, it's only a 1,000 square foot ranch. Right. It's not a huge home.
Right. And then you're saying that you had to put your hands on her because she was being What was the word you said?
Grumpy.
Okay. But she was getting in your face, right?
Yes.
All right.
It was enough that I had to redirect my attention from doing dishes and whatnot, cleaning off the countertops. And I was just like, I have to talk to this woman. I have to interact with her.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I had to turn around and meet the threat.
Okay. And where did you meet the threat at?
I'd say probably about right here.
Okay. And what was threatening about her? I mean, she's like 5 foot nothing, right?
Her intonation, and she's threatened me sometimes throughout the pendency of this divorce, like, give me what I want, or else do this, or else.
Or else what?
I don't know what or else means.
Okay.
You know,
Has she ever been violent with you before?
Yeah. I mean, there's no police records, but,
Right.
she's thrown a hand at me before.
Okay.
You
Did any of that happen last night?
she did not throw a pan at me.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But
But it got to the point that you felt the need to go grab the gun and shoot her in the head 4 times.
allegedly.
Well,
Yeah.
is it really allegedly? I mean, we're just talking about it, right? You just said you shot her, right? I mean, so what can we get past that part?
I just can't.
Remember I said it was going to suck?
Yeah.
Jordan's dead. You killed her. She's not coming back.
The suspect does not argue, does not bargain, and does not cry. He simply absorbs the weight of those words. This is the reality shock phase of homicide interrogation, where the abstract concept of shooting someone collides with the concrete finality of a dead human being. The officer uses this to dismantle any remaining self-deception, and the suspect's passive reception indicates that his psychological defenses are now fully collapsed.
Self-defenses.
Do you know that she was on the phone with 911 when it happened?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out where the self-defense is when she's on the phone talking to the 911. I'm just trying to hear you out here, okay? I'm trying to give you your chance to explain what happened here. Because I can tell you the 911 call sure as hell didn't sound like that she was fighting you. She was trying to get the kids out of the house. I want to hear you out.
No, I understand.
You tell me. Because I listened to the call, okay? And she called 911. I don't know if she's being truthful, but she said that I need the police out here because we're having an argument. It's getting physical. Okay?
It's getting physical because of her.
And maybe it was, right? Maybe it was getting physical because of her. But then while she's on the phone, I don't hear her assaulting you at all.
It's hard to hear something that is happening physically.
What was happening? Explain it, just so that I know.
Her getting into my box.
Okay.
Her walking up to me. Her. No.
Can I ask you a question, Bryce?
Yes.
So we've got you at 5'9", 194 pounds. She's 4'11", 94 pounds. You said she's in your box and in your space. How did it escalate to where you retrieved the gun and shot her 4 times?
I have a blanket.
Bryce, we don't have blankets, man. You want to know what I think? I think you screwed up. I think you were so mad at her that you did something really stupid and you can't take it back. And yeah, maybe there was an argument, and yeah, maybe she was in your face. But look where we're at now, and look what happened. And I just think at some point, Bryce, you need to deal with it. Because if you don't, if you're going to continue the story of that she was in your box and that's why you shot her, it just doesn't make any sense. If it does, if you have a way of explaining it to me better, like if there's more to it, I'm all ears, man. We'll sit in here 10 hours if you want. Because I can tell you what I know, right? I wasn't there with you, right? But I was listening to the call. I was listening to the 911 call. There was no fighting going on. There was no physical activity going on when she was calling 911.
For the sake of your two boys who were present, one of your boys witnessed it, and he's being a complete man right now at his little age.
Which boy?
Your oldest. Okay? So for the sake of your two children and your daughter who wasn't there, right? You have a piece of redemption here to where you can be a man just like your oldest boy. Because he knows what happened.
Gentlemen, I think we're done here for the morning. I need to get some sleep. Need to do a little bit of praying. Um, and it sucks that I can't get a freaking blanket or a pillow, but there's some things that I need to do. It's not a knock on you or you, but
We understand, man.
Appreciate your time.
I appreciate y'all humoring me. Yeah, I'm not here trying to waste your time. I don't know if y'all are hourly paid or paid salary. I'm assuming you're hourly paid because it's by the county. Uh, Man, I know it sounds stupid as hell, but a blanket and a pillow sounds like a creature comfort to me right now.
Understood.
Uh, and yeah,
Good.
I guess we're about as good as we can be.
Understood.
I need that. My head hurts. Ow.
I'm sure. 0.032. Right here. That way I can show you stuff. So nothing has changed other than I've given you a bunch of time to sleep. Okay. I know you were concerned about the fact that you drank yesterday. I'd like to sit here and I feel like you and I can sit here and talk. I know you're hurting. Okay. I can see it and I understand. So, I was at your house. Okay. I saw Jordan. All right. I've been dealing with this whole thing all night long. Okay. Not to any extent like you did, but I'm in this for the long haul, just like you are. Okay. I feel like I'm in it with you, and I want to hear you out. I know there's a little bit more to the story. Okay. There's some things that I know that I haven't told you that I will tell you. Okay. I'm not going to hold anything back. All right. Some of your story is not quite accurate, and it's understandable. Okay. I understand. Um, but I want to sit here. I want to talk. Okay. Do you remember the rights I read to you?
Yes.
I'm going to, because we're coming back in here, I'm just going to reread them to you. Okay. To make sure that you remember them. The only reason why I'm doing this, man, is I'm sure you sat in there and you said you didn't sleep, okay? You didn't sleep.
I
You
fall
can't
asleep immediately, wake up again.
you can't go the rest of your life like this, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to get past this. And this is one of the steps. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. It's not easy. Remember when I said that earlier? It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Same thing I read you before. Before asking you questions, it's my duty to advise your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You understand that? Yes.
Yes.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her here with you before or during questioning. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
You may decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you understand all these rights. I think we need to just have this out and get it out of the open. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. It's 12:19. So there's a little bit different part to the story than what you told me earlier. Should we start over, just fresh, pretend like that didn't happen, and we just get to the beef of the wrong last night, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she put you to the point of breaking, obviously, okay? And you just got to help me with this and tell me what happened.
Honestly, at this point, it's all just kind of turning into a blur for me.
Okay.
I I'm sorry. It's just
Dude, hey, you do not have to apologize to me, okay? You're I can see you're upset. It's 100% understandable. This isn't my first time, man. This is normal, okay? This is normal human reactions, okay? Like I said, you and I sitting here and talk about it, this helps you. I know you're not going to think it is, and like I said, it's going to suck. But you did something, okay? We're past that. No take backs, right? Um, there had to have been a reason that led you to that point that you shot her 5 times. There had to have been a reason to push you that far over the edge. That you went all the way back to your bedroom to get the gun, to come all the way back to the living room to shoot her. Something had to have been going on in your head that drove you to do all that.
This is the psychological pivot from reactive impulse to intentional action. The distance, physical and temporal, between the argument and the shooting destroys any claim of spontaneous self-defense. For the suspect, this moment forces him to confront his own agency. His response is fragmented and unclear, which is a classic trauma response. The brain suppresses the most incriminating memories to protect the ego from the unbearable truth of premeditation.
and the the way that she had been talking to me for days and weeks, talking about I'm going to take the kids, I'm going to move to Ohio. You know, her trying to get me to leave the house and just the way that everything's been going. You know, freaking broke. I had her breathing down my freaking throat. You know, barely afford to pay for my freaking divorce attorney. I had to take out a loan for that.
So all these things were building upon themselves.
Yeah.
And this has all been building for the last 2 months.
So,
When you're in Pennsylvania,
yeah.
and she's talking about leaving you and losing your mind, right? Am I getting close?
Yeah.
It's not an unusual thing, man. Okay. You love her, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to let her go.
No, I didn't. I didn't want to let her go.
You didn't want to see her with any other men. You wanted the family back together, and you wanted to be like it was when there were happier days. These are all normal things, dude.
Yeah.
These are all normal things.
So I'm probably going to prison for the rest of my life, aren't I?
It's hard to say, but it looks like it. I mean, here's the thing, man. You messed up, and sometimes it takes somebody 1 second, right?
Yeah.
To squeeze off 5 rounds, how long did it take? Less than a second, right?
I don't even remember.
And
I don't even remember pulling the triggers.
And there's no take backs on
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's no take backs. But you know what else? You know what else there is manning up and explaining why you did it and what you did. Okay? Because here's the thing. Okay? You know your son saw you do it. Are we really going to do that to him? We're going to really have him come in and testify to say, I saw dad go back to the bedroom and get the gun and come out and shoot mom?
Yeah.
No, we're not, are we? We want, at this point, listen to me, if I'm you at this point, the only thing that I could think about is my kids.
Yeah.
That's just me, right? I don't know if that's what you're thinking right now, but that's the only thing that I would care about in my life now. You have to think 1 minute at a time here, right? You can't think long term right now. You have to think about your children and their well-being, right?
Yeah.
Do we really want him to come in and testify that he
No.
saw that? Right? So, I mean, the gun wasn't on the table. The gun wasn't laying there to be cleaned, right? Where did you have the gun at?
In the bedroom.
Where was it in the bedroom?
Probably on top of my dresser. I'm not entirely sure.
Do you keep it in the box?
Normally,
Box?
whenever I have my kids, it's either in there or the magazine is normally separated from the pistol and stored in a different area.
Mm-hmm. So I went in your bedroom. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I saw?
Uh,
At this point, did you keep it loaded or did you have to load it?
it was loaded.
Okay. Do you remember what you were thinking when you were going back there?
No,
I mean, was it just you were just pissed or what?
I honestly don't remember. I like it all felt like it happened, and
And it did. It did, man. Everything happened in an instant. So you remember going to your bedroom. Where was she at the time? What was she doing?
I don't remember. Probably in the kitchen.
I don't want you to guess, okay? So if you don't know, you don't know. Okay. I don't want you to guess. I'm only here to hear the truth, right? I don't want you to guess and make things up, right? The gun was never on the table. You were never cleaning the gun. We're all done with the stories, right? We're just going to be truthful here, right? So I know because I listened to the 911 call, okay? I know that she called 911 and I could hear you guys arguing. I could hear what you were saying. Do you remember what you were saying? You were saying, get out of my house. Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds about right.
She's on the phone talking to the dispatcher. She told the dispatcher you have a handgun. She said she didn't know where it was, probably in the bedroom. She was providing the dispatcher with your information. It wasn't 5 seconds later that 5 shots rang out. So this is what I'm asking you is, it got to the point where you you guys were arguing or whatever happened, you went back to the bedroom and you came back out. I don't know how you did it or what you did, but there has to be you have to give me some kind of idea what happened there.
I honestly don't remember right now. Like, I seriously need some freaking sleep. Like, actual freaking sleep.
I'm not a psychologist, man, I'm not trying to bash you here at all. I'm not picking on you, and hopefully you don't think I'm yelling at you or being rude or anything like that, right? I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the matter of this, right?
Me too.
And if not for her, for your kids, right?
You've already said that.
And I'm not going to harp on that, okay? I know that's your button right there, and I don't need to push it, do I? I don't need to push the kid button. I know that they're important to you.
Yeah.
I know she was important to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that you know what happened. I think that you know what happened in that fleeting moments when things got out of control.
And like I said, I'm arguing for days.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly felt backed into a corner, felt threatened by her. And I had felt threatened by her for weeks, months.
When you say threatened, what do you mean? Like physically threatened, or you're threatened that you're going to lose your way of life, lose your family?
Both.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's a 4th and 11
Yep.
person, yeah.
Yep.
But she was a freaking firecracker.
It's funny you say that. I had that in my mind. I was going to ask you, was she a firecracker?
Yeah. I mean, she grew up playing tackle football. If that says anything, broke a leg.
Yeah.
So
is that what she was acting like last night?
I mean, she was pretty freaking argumentative with me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I said, it sounds stupid, but I was connected to him.
Yeah. I feel like we're right there.
Right where?
I feel like we're right there, and you know what happened. It's just you're piecing it together in your mind, and I think you're probably in a little bit of shock of what happened and realizing it all. Okay. It's just a big jump, man. It's a big jump from her arguing with you to you going back to the bedroom to get a gun. You know what I mean?
Right.
Have you ever done that in the past? Have you ever pulled a gun? So, I mean, this is a one-time mistake, dude.
Yeah.
How many bullets did you have in the gun? Do you remember? Do you keep it loaded all the way?
I think it's a 7-round magazine.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So,
Okay. What do you remember? I know you said it's fast and you don't remember much, but what do you remember about it? From the point that you guys are arguing to the point where you go back to the bedroom, from there, what do you remember? Do you remember where the kids were? Do you remember where she was?
I mean, she was in the kitchen area.
Mm-hmm.
The boys were in their bedroom.
Okay.
And I was, near the sink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Can I be honest with you?
yeah.
You telling me the full story is not going to make it worse. Okay.
Right.
You understand?
I know what you
It
mean.
doesn't get any worse, bro. Right?
Yeah.
So I know you're holding back a little bit just because that's just human nature to hold back, right?
Because trying to piece it together.
Okay. All right.
Honestly. Because, yeah, it did. It did happen extremely fast.
Just think about that instant when she's in the kitchen, you're by the sink. What makes you then go back to the bedroom?
Honestly, it was just the whole argument that her and I were having.
Okay.
And like her mannerisms.
What button was she pushing at that point? Do you remember? Do you know what I mean by that when I say that?
It was about the kids and
About the kids?
how I'm a fucking selfish piece because I wouldn't move out. And yeah.
Let me ask you a ridiculous question. If we could rewind back to 9 o'clock last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you do that again?
No,
No.
I would have. Yeah. I mean, that was a ridiculous question, by the way.
Well, here's the thing. If you would have answered it differently, which I expected you to answer the way you did, right? If you'd have answered it differently, then I would have thought completely different of it, right? Right now, I feel like you made a mistake. And if you would have said she deserved it, okay, we're done here, right?
Right.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense why I asked that question like that now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because there are people like that. You realize that, right? There are people that have they're sociopaths, right? That kill people they don't care.
Right.
I've had cases, okay? So when I ask that question and someone says, she won't mess with me again, she doesn't get the kids, but none of that's coming out of your mouth, right? You never even considered that, did you?
I don't know if there's anything left for us to discuss, really.
You don't remember anything else about what happened, how it happened?
No.
Do you remember where you were standing when you fired the gun?
Kitchen area.
So how far away was she from you?
At one point, maybe 5 feet. She was in my box, like I was telling you about.
Yeah. So she was in your box. You mean she was in your personal space?
Yes.
So the first time you fired the gun, how far was she away from you? I'm not looking for an exact.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for, in your memory, how far was she? Was she far away to that wall there? Was she all the way to your door when you were standing by the kitchen At the table? Was she halfway between the door and the table?
I'd say she was probably about, from me to that wall right there.
Okay. So like less than 5 feet.
Yeah.
And was she facing you? Or was she facing away?
I think she might have been turned to the side.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure though.
Sure. Do you remember what you were aiming at?
I don't even remember aiming at the damn thing.
Okay. Do you remember what you said afterwards?
No.
Okay. You just kept repeating, I shot her in the head, I shot her in the head, I shot her in the head.
Yeah, I don't remember even saying that. Not too long after, we were going outside, and that's whenever I got zip tied.
Yep.
The detective notes that the suspect does not remember aiming, does not remember the number of rounds, yet he remembers the feeling of the trigger clicking on an empty chamber. This is pure dissociative motor memory. His body acted while his mind went blank. It is the signature of a person who was so overwhelmed by rage or fear that he surrendered to a primal, destructive autopilot, only to be horrified by the aftermath.
Do you remember anything about the shooting at all? So you don't remember how many times you fired the gun?
Oh. I mean, pretty sure the magazine was empty by the time I was done.
That's correct.
So
What makes you remember that? What do you remember about that?
I just kept on pulling the trigger and pulling the trigger. Nothing was happening.
Okay. Aimed at her?
Yeah.
Was
Believe
she
so.
was she on the ground at that point?
Probably.
I don't want you to make anything up here.
No,
man.
no.
If you don't remember, you
I
don't
don't,
remember.
I don't
right?
remember. Yeah.
You said at one point, for the first time, you think it's possible she was sideways. Was she, when you continued to fire, was she walking away from you, or was she trying to leave the house? Do you remember anything?
I don't remember.
Okay. Okay. Did she? Do you remember her saying anything when you pointed the gun at her?
No,
Did she see? Did she? Do you remember? Did she see the gun?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. Do you remember what happened right afterwards? Did you check on her when she was down on the ground?
And I knew that she was down on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I could see the blood.
Mm-hmm. At some point, you must have grabbed her phone, right?
Yeah.
What did you do with her phone?
I remember I took it outside because I knew that she was on the phone with the police.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened after that.
Okay. What were you going to do with it?
I was just hanging it up.
Okay. Did you turn it off? Did you power the phone off?
I don't think so.
Do you know her code for her phone?
Mm-hmm.
What's the code for your phone? Do you have an iPhone?
I have an iPhone.
Is it a 6 or a 4-digit passcode?
It's a 6.
What's your 6-digit passcode?
I don't know if I'm comfortable giving that information out.
Are you worried that there's something in there that's incriminating?
No, I just don't. I don't feel it plays any parts of the story.
So nothing in your phone, none of the calling her, texting her, none of that's as any part of this? Okay. Was there any kind of arguments or anything like that on the phone?
Kind of.
Yeah,
And every couple of argues.
sure. That's why we would look at the phone, right? So for both sides, okay. Ooh, I don't know how spitfire she was on the phone. If she was, I don't know if she was on the phone. I don't know if she was threatening on the phone. You know what I mean?
Right. Uh,
What did you do with your phone?
it's either here or it's in the kitchen.
Okay. You left it though. You didn't take it outside or anything like that.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Like, I don't even know if I had my wallet with me.
So when you were arrested, you had your wallet on you and you had her phone, the pink case.
Yeah. So then my phone would still be at the house.
Yep, we got your phone.
Yeah.
To be honest, I haven't even looked at it. I just assumed it's passcode protected.
Yeah, it is.
Most people have their phone passcode protected. Sometimes when you look into a phone, you find things that you didn't expect to find. I had another case. It was a carjacking, right? And I found an alibi for the guy that I thought did the carjacking in his phone, even though he didn't want to give me the passcode to his phone.
I figured.
So sometimes when I ask for the passcode, I try to tell people don't expect that it's just for me trying to dig you, right? Sometimes it's just for information, so we know what the hell is going on. You know, gives you a broader
I
picture.
think I'd be more comfortable with consulting with an attorney before I did that.
Before you give the passcode to the phone.
Yeah. When can I be moved to the county?
I think they're going to try and do it today.
Okay.
I assume that's where you'd prefer to be.
Any place with a bed,
Yeah.
a pillow, blanket.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they have pillows and blankets, but I'm not sure. Where are your other guns? The other gun, the 9mm that you have registered to you?
The Ruger LC9. I sold that to a pawn shop months ago.
Okay.
So
What about the? I think you had another gun too.
I had a Tika T3 rifle. I had it. I
Uh-huh.
sold that months ago.
I don't think it was that. Maybe I got it wrong here. You might be more of a gun guy than I am. That you can identify which gun this is. This one here, the SR 9mm 7-shot.
Yeah, that'd be the Ruger LC9 that I pawned.
That's the one you pawned.
Yeah.
Okay. So that gun is gone.
Yeah.
Then the only other handgun is the Kimber.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? And how come that one's not registered to you?
I'm not entirely sure. I know when I bought that when I was in Alaska.
Okay.
It just never really crossed my mind. So, I mean, it might be registered to me in the state of Alaska, but not necessarily here in Michigan.
Okay. Are you being 100% truthful with me?
Yeah.
I want to believe you. You know,
I know.
I want to sit here and believe you. So, but in my profession, people lie all the time, right? Like you cleaning the gun. You cleaning the gun was a lie, right?
Yeah.
So I want to believe you, but that's why I sit here and I just hope that just us talking, you decide that, you know what, this is stupid. Why am I keeping this in? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make it worse than it was or that it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's why I'm sitting here continuing to talk to you. You know, I'm not trying to hassle you. I'm not trying to bug you. Sometimes us just sitting here brings it out because there's no sense in keeping it in. There really isn't, right? I mean, think about all the circumstances. 911 call, the shooting's on the 911 call. Your son witnessed the 911, witnessed the shooting. You got witnesses throughout the neighborhood of you coming out saying, I shot her in the head, I shot her in the head. You know what I'm saying? None of this looks good for you, right? And we both already discussed that it was a mistake, okay? But all of these things lead me to say, if there's more to the story, then there's no reason to hold it back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a short period of time, and everything built up in the last 2 months to this point. Okay. So I feel like you know what happened.
And what happens? What I told you. It's like it's seriously like I so many things like during the that freaking 15 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever. Like everything just happened so fast and it's just like one big blur for me.
When you keep having these little flashbacks, awful, right? What are you seeing?
Jordan laying on the floor.
Okay. And when you, at the time when this happened, did you?
Yeah. I immediately knew that that's why I went outside and I just laid on the ground. 'Cause I knew I was.
Yeah. You didn't fight?
No.
You didn't run?
I don't want me fighting or running.
Right. But you knew what you were doing. You know what a gun does when you pull a trigger. You know what a gun does when you pull a trigger 5 times pointing at somebody. Right. When you said you pulled the trigger the first time, okay, she was sideways, maybe 5 feet away, approximately. Did you approach her, go at her and shoot her, get closer to her, or did you stay still?
I stood my ground.
Because here's we collected evidence, right? The shell casings, right? You're familiar with how shell casings work, right?
Yeah.
You know where they all were? On the couch.
The couch.
Yep. So that's why I'm having a hard time believing you were back by the table shooting, because they're not going to go all the way over on the couch. You know, like, so like, picture you're walking in your front door, right?
No,
couch
I
is,
get what you're
couch is to your
saying.
left. You were on that first cushion. You know what that tells me? That you were standing way closer to her, and she was probably standing right there by the door.
I don't remember it being like that. I'm being honest with you.
Okay. I'm going with what makes sense, but I'm not going to try and I'm not going to try and convince you. You know what I mean? If you don't remember it that way, you don't remember it that way. But the shell casings that came out of your gun were all on that first cushion.
I honestly don't remember being there.
Okay. Do you remember having any issues with the gun while you were shooting it? Misfeeds, problems with the bullets?
No. I mean, it's a pretty reliable pistol. I mean, it jams every now and then. But
2 live rounds on the ground. I'm not trying to like convince you to say anything, right? I'm just giving you information that I saw out there. Sometimes when I say things, it'll jolt memories of like with that handgun. Or why the hell did I rack one in when I didn't need to? It was already racked in. You know what I mean? Sometimes people remember that. But if you don't remember, you don't remember. I'm not going to push. Did you have any intentions of hurting yourself?
Looking back at it, I wish I hurt myself.
You know what was wrong, right? What you did.
Mm-hmm.
You knew it was wrong when you did it.
Not necessarily.
No.
I felt um,
Need more water?
yeah.
I'll get you. You mind filling in on our update? Just that our story's been straightened out a little bit.
Sure.
I don't know.
Probably, I don't know what I look like, but I probably look rough. I'm feeling pretty rough. Every time I close my eyes, I have a flashback.
You give us some thought to redemption, and you give any thought to what we talked about, asking for redemption and praying on it?
I haven't done much praying or anything. I've just been trying to sleep. And it's hard to sleep on cement while you're shivering because you're freezing cold. Freaking Tyvek seats tore. Yeah, I got breathalyzed a half an hour ago. It's still at a 0.032. Yeah.
Did you get them up today?
I figured that you'd be able to fill it in a little bit better than me.
Oh, you were there, man. You were there. You were there. He decided to tell us the truth. The gun was not on the table being cleaned. Right?
Yeah.
Where was the gun?
Bedroom on top of my dresser, more than likely. That's where I normally keep it.
Were you able to establish with Jay how that hole got in the wall? How did the hole get in the wall?
On the wall.
There's a hole in the wall in the hallway next to the bathroom. Do you remember tripping and falling in that wall when you were going to get the gun?
Probably. I don't remember that at all, though.
The drywall, was there ever a hole in the wall
No.
this big?
No.
There is now.
Sweet. So it's probably for sure, like you said, going to be a life sentence.
I can't speak for it. I don't know. The prosecutor has to authorize on it. Okay. Um,
If you're in Texas, I can at least get the death penalty.
yeah, that's not happening up here. You know what though? I know you say that, and you say that because you're sad and depressed and pissed off at yourself right now. But you realize that you could still have a relationship with your kids, even if you're locked up. Okay? I know that sounds ridiculous right now, but we talked about it earlier. That's what your life is going to be about now with the kids.
Yeah.
The kids got to make it. The kids have to have a good life, right? The reason we're going to have 9-year-old or 8-year-old come in and testify in court, right?
Right.
It's not happening.
That's where it just came from.
Same my kid.
C. Carson and Colton. They were doing forensics interviews with trained professionals.
Shoot.
Even with all the levels being high, I still feel like you would remember something.
It happened so freaking fast. I mean, like you were saying, the freaking hole in the trouble. I don't even remember that.
Okay.
I,
Was there another intermediate level that you could have done? I mean, how does it go from arguing to guns? I mean, how does that even?
I'm sad. I don't know.
And think about what you just said to me a few minutes ago. You said the gun holds 7 bullets. How do you know how many you shot? Well, I kept pulling the trigger and it wasn't shooting anymore. And you're aimed at your wife on the ground.
I need to get some more sleep. Can we be done with this, please?
Yeah.
Can we hurry but try and get the Road County or wherever?
Yep. If you should change your mind, okay. If something comes back to you.
I know where to put on you.
Yep.
Well, y'all like sit there and watch those damn cameras in the room, like facing my cell. I swear, this morning I was trying to get someone's damn attention because I needed a freaking cup for water.
Yeah.
It took me like 3 hours to
Really?
finally get hold of someone. I'm like
We're
banging
not-
on the door.
So they have patrol officers that are supposed to check on you every half hour. So they weren't.
Not from what I could tell.
Do you think that maybe they walked by and you didn't see them, or
Yeah, I mean that's always a
possible?
possibility.
Because there's a checklist out there that they have to check every half hour if they walk by. But I'll make sure to let them know that if you need something, you got to bang on the door. Like I don't know if you work where you bang on the door.
Banging on the door hard.
All right.
So whenever someone finally did hear me,
Mm-hmm.
God was nice enough to give me a hot pocket too.
Yeah.
Stephen Wheeler was found guilty by a Macomb County jury of first-degree premeditated murder and felony firearm. On February 26, 2025, Judge Julie Gaddy sentenced him to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the murder, with an additional 2 years to be served first for the felony firearm conviction.